In this tutorial, I'll show you how to brighten up an image that doesn't have enough exposure. I've chosen an image here of myself snowboarding. As you can see, the trees are a little bit dark, the sky is pretty dark, and the snow definitely isn't bright enough. The best way to do this, in this case, is to choose levels. Levels can be found in the image menu under Adjustments, Levels. As you can see, the levels palette that comes up shows a graph indicating all of the colored and brightness areas in the image. Now what happens is you get two little markers which indicate the range of the brightness in the image. What you need to do in order to effectively brighten up the image is to make the first and the last marker contain just the area of color and brightness in the image. You can move the middle slider to adjust just slightly. I'm going to move it to about there because that brings out the best blue in the sky without adjusting the contrast too much. Now I'm going to click OK, and there we go. The image is all brightened up. Now you'll notice that even though the image is brightened up, we could probably make it just a little bit vibrant. We can do this from Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation. In Hue and Saturation we have Hue, Saturation and Lightness. Lightness adjusts, obviously, the lightness. Saturation adjusts how much color is in the image. It's the same as on your TV as though you turned up the color balance. As I pull it up, the colors get more and more vivid. If we pull them too high, obviously the colors come out way too much. In this case, all we really need to do from the original is to pull it up just a little bit, just to make the colors just a touch more vibrant. The hue you don't want to touch, as that shifts all of the colors in different directions. If I were to drag that to the left, for example, blue changes to green, green changes to yellow, and so forth. So there we are, with a saturation of plus 35. I'm going to click OK, and there we have it. I'm going to undo that because I want to show you another way you can do this. Image, Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast. Now the brightness is sort of like the lightness, except it works on a slightly different set of values. As I drag the slider up, obviously it brightens up the entire image. I'll pull that down to 0 now. The contrast balances all of the light colors versus the dark colors. If I were to pull that all the way up, the dark colors get really dark and the light colors get really light. If you were to pull contrast all the way to the bottom, you would end up with a grey image. I'm going to pull the contrast up just a touch, then I'm going to pull the brightness up just a little. The resultant effect is similar to using hue and saturation, however, we get a slight overexposed look now. Either way, the end result is quite nice.